Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Roberts. We begin in the Northwest Territories tonight, where residents of one evacuated community returned home this weekend, while another was forced to send its last remaining essential workers away to safety. On Saturday morning, the evacuation order was lifted for Fort Simpson, and residents were able to return home. But by Saturday afternoon, the fire north of Wrigley had moved closer. And since then, the fire has continued to grow and is now just 5 kilometers from town. Here with the latest is Jessica Davy-Quantick. Jessica, what's the fire situation with Wrigley? I know it moved a little bit closer to town there.
It did. Now, most of the population of Wrigley was evacuated about 3 weeks ago, but Saturday morning, things took a turn. The fire is growing on the south side, the one closest to town. On Saturday, the last remaining essential workers had to evacuate the community for their own safety. It's continued to grow, and it's now sitting only about 5 kilometers, like you said, from the community. I spoke with Chief Jamie Moses, who is one of the very few who remained behind over the weekend. It's smoky and they're ready to go if they have to, but for now, the crews are staying put. They're even making sure to look after the dogs that were left behind in the community. The people who had to leave this weekend have also begun to reach Fort Smith.
So what is the latest outlook then for Wrigley over the next couple of days?
Well, according to NWT Fire Information Officer Thomas Bentham, the heat and wind slowed down a little bit today, but it's going to pick up again on Tuesday and maybe even going into Wednesday, with temperatures forecasted close to 30 degrees. There's a small chance of thunderstorms, but not enough rain to really make a dent in the situation. Right now, they're taking it one day at a time as the situation is evolving. Because of the smoke, they're struggling to get aircraft in the air, so crews are focusing on strengthening the fire breaks and bringing in more protection, like a high-volume water suppression system.
I can't tell you for certain what the fire is going to do, but I can tell you that we've made lots of precautions in the best effort to protect the community. I don't want to say that the community is safe. I also don't want to say that we're going to put this fire out. What we're doing is precautionary measures.
Okay, Jessica, so what about Fort Simpson? I understand they were able to go home.
Yeah, the evacuation order was lifted on Saturday morning, and after spending 3 weeks sleeping on cots in the Yellowknife multiplex, most people were just really excited to get home to their own beds. The village organized flights on Saturday for those that needed them, and the ferry was open from 8 a.m. for those that drove. On Friday night, Mayor Les Wright told me that his hat was off to the crews, everyone who stayed behind, and especially Fire Chief Tyler Pilling. He told me they saved the town. And as residents returned, it became clear just how much work had been done and how close the fire had come.
Okay, so what about the rest of the territory right now, Jessica? How's that looking?
Well, there's one other fire that's really of concern to Bentham, and it's just outside of Betchako. It's still roughly 28 kilometers north, but it's growing. This afternoon, he said it's around 18,000 hectares. But that's based on satellite detection, which can be inaccurate as it just reads heat signals. They'll know more once they're able to get in the air and get a better picture of it.
This fire is a little bit tricky. We're finding ourselves in a situation where the fire is wrapping around the lake, burning fuel, available fuel, and there's not much to do on the fire other than suppression efforts by aircraft, and it's been here and there in terms of being able to get helicopters in the air. There's really no immediate threat to the community at this time.
So that's the rough picture. It remains hot and dry across most of the territory, but Wrigley is really the focus right now.
Okay, thank you for all your work on this, Jessica.
Thank you, Megan.
A black bear was killed after it was spotted wandering through Yellowknife's Northlands neighborhood late Sunday night. A resident saw the bear and called wildlife officers. A spokesperson for the NWT Environment Department says officers tried to scare off the bear and push it out of the neighborhood, but that didn't work.
Officers continued to pursue the bear and kept pursuing it and attempting to tase it. However, that wasn't being very effective, and the bear wasn't really worried about being approached by officers, wasn't fearful. So unfortunately, as a last resort, the bear was dispatched.
Sabrin says bears periodically make their way into Yellowknife in search of food. He says if you see a bear in the city, call the department's North Slave emergency line. The remains of 2 children who died at residential school in the Northwest Territories are back home. The girls died in the 1940s and had been buried in Fort Resolution. As the CBC's Leni Lambrink reports, they were finally brought back to Lutselk'e last week.
A plane touches down in Lutselk'e, Northwest Territories, a significant moment in the journey home for Alice Abel and Denise Boucher. The two girls left their community to go to residential school in Fort Resolution decades ago. They are among the thousands of children who never made it back home until now.
I feel like she's at peace here now at home with her family, and I feel at peace.
Records show that Boucher died from burn injuries when she was either 7 or 8 years old. We don't know how Alice Abel died, but we do know she was 13. Danenukwen First Nation Chief Louis Balsley escorted their remains from Fort Resolution all the way to a cemetery in Lutselk'e on Thursday. The girls were buried next to family members near the Snowdrift River.
I had asked Denise's cousins to drum, and they came to drum, and that was really emotional for me because my dad used to drum to me.
The day was hot and sunny, but a breeze provided relief from the heat. Brother Edward Prince, who led the burial ceremonies, said the wind was a sign of God, a comfort to one family member.
Then I just felt this wind, just like it went up to the good place. That's why I said they're in good place and they're happy where they are now. Rest in peace.
Therese Abel doesn't know much about her Aunt Alice. She only learned about her a few years ago when those working to map graves in Fort Resolution contacted her for a DNA sample.
We just want to meet her, how she's like, who she looks like. It'll be different nowadays. If she was alive, she would have had kids, probably. And it's kind of sad in a way to find it this way.
A chance to say goodbye was also a chance to be together. About 25 people gathered for the ceremony and a meal afterward. They expressed relief that long-lost family members had finally been reunited with their loved ones.
Anytime you're doing a burial, it's saying goodbye, right? So for me, it sort of was sad in that sense, but at the same time, I would say it sort of gave you a sense of peace as well, knowing that they're home, especially children, to be back with their parents, their siblings, other family.
Danenukwen First Nation has been working to map the graves of children who died at St. Joseph's Residential School for years now. Giroux says some families prefer that remains are left where they are. This was the third time the First Nation repatriated the remains of children. Leni Lambrink, CBC News, Lutselk'e.
If you or someone you know is struggling, there's help. You can call the National Indian Residential School Crisis Line toll-free at the number on your screen. That's 1-866-925-4419. That line is available 24/7. To Newfoundland and Labrador now, where after years of calling for addiction support, the Innu Nation says it's getting a treatment center that will be led by Innu. The CBC's Leila Baudouin reports.
I feel very touched by this and very privileged, happy moments.
Chief Eugene Hart says Ottawa is investing $20 million into a new treatment center for Shashi, something the First Nation has been working towards for about a decade.
Hopefully, a lot of changes.
Chief Hart says calls for the new center have been loud, but now they've been heard. It means people struggling throughout the region can stay close to home to get the addictions treatment they need. An Indigenous-led focus Innu Nation has been working towards. The First Nation has reclaimed much, including their education system, and the new treatment center will be grounded in Indigenous knowledge and healing.
The important part is going to be Innu-led.
Indigenous treatment centers can be found throughout Canada, like this one centered on the-land treatment in the Northwest Territories.
I think if you bring it home, you have a better chance healing in front of your own people.
We're going to work hard and we'll definitely get there.
Hoping to open the doors in the next couple of years, Chief Hart says they're bringing in an expert from Edmonton to train more staff. But whatever happens inside the treatment center will be directed through the First Nation. Layla Baudouin, CBC News, St. John's.
The federal government is spending $600 million to renew the National Action Plan to end gender-based violence. Ottawa will split the money with the provinces and territories over the next 4 years. Yukon's Minister for Women and Gender Equity says it's a positive move.
I think sustained and renewed funding for anything is important when you get something that's impactful, especially in a small place like us, so that we actually have that certainty. We want to know whether or not programs that are working really well can continue. And I think especially in a constrained fiscal environment, knowing that there is a pocket of funds that is specifically for addressing gender-based violence, and really digging into understanding what does that look like in the Yukon, how are we going to be preventing it going forward, and ensuring that our shelters are continuing to stay in the good operational fashion that they are right now. That's what this funding does.
The head of a local nonprofit says when the time comes for the Yukon and Ottawa to negotiate, they should be at the table too.
We know this government cares a lot about cutting red tape and bureaucratic process, and we would love to be invited to the table during the negotiations of the bilateral agreement rather than going through multiple rounds of meetings and consultations and emails. Instead, I think the frontline organizations, including ours, but many others, should be brought to the table in the negotiations because we have a pulse on community need.
Lang anticipates the new deal will put an emphasis on preventative measures. Lamash says early intervention services are also needed. The three territories have the highest rates of police-reported violence in the country. The federal government has also announced more financial relief for families with children. It's an increase in the Canada Child Benefit. It provides support for low to middle-income families to help with the costs of raising children. That means families with kids under 6 will receive just over $8,000 a year, an increase of up to $160 per child. Families with kids under 17 will receive nearly $7,000. The NWT's MP says the benefits will support families.
And one of the big things that I think is really important is the automatic federal benefits and for low-income Canadians. And so for many Canadians who may not file their taxes, they're not eligible then for all the credits and benefits. And so, for example, if it's a single parent with 2 kids, they could be leaving $25,000 on the table by not filing their taxes. And so with this automatic federal benefits, that will automatically mean, that single parent will have $25,000 more this year in their pocket.
The increased Canada Child Benefit will support 4,500 families in the Northwest Territories through monthly payments. Former Nunavut Senator Dennis Patterson says Northern representatives must show up in Ottawa. His comments follow a CBC report that found NWT Senator Don Anderson missed roughly 1/3 of the 76 Senate sessions over a year. Patterson says attendance is crucial to ensure Northern issues are heard. The North holds just 3 of the 105 seats in the Senate.
So I think the real challenge is to be heard, to get the attention of parliamentarians focused on, with the 3 territories, it's almost half of Canada, probably 40% of the landmass and the longest coast.
27 of Anderson's absences were due to, quote, other public business. Anderson defended her attendance record in a statement. She says she missed many of those sessions to meet face-to-face with Northerners and build partnerships. And she says that wouldn't have happened had she stayed in Ottawa to improve her attendance record. U.S. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order to impose tariffs of 50% on a wide range of Canadian exports. It's a dramatic move in his trade war against Canada. A White House official says the new tariffs are leveling the playing field. They're in response to Canada's retaliation against U.S. trade policy and what they call discrimination against American cars, dairy, and alcohol. The new rate is set to take effect in 30 days. Some products that have been allowed in the U.S. tariff-free would be hit. The officials say the new rate will apply to a variety of Canadian imports, ranging from wine to hockey sticks to cement. Meanwhile, the U.S. war with Iran is impacting two ships that normally operate in the eastern Arctic. They're stranded thousands of kilometers away. Degagné Transarctic's president says the ships are normally used for fuel resupply in the Canadian Arctic, but they've been stuck in the Persian Gulf since the war began.
As we saw that there was, continuous tensions in the area, we instigated our contingency plans and have secured to substitute these two Arctic sea lift vessels.
Rivet says the sea lift season is still continuing largely as planned, and the company is monitoring the situation in the Middle East. Iqaluit is ramping up for the 15th General Assembly of the Inuit Circumpolar Council, which starts on Wednesday. As it edges closer, some Inuit are reflecting on progress that's been made since the city last hosted the event in 1983. As Bianca McEwen reports, there are issues Inuit feel are still unresolved.
Inuit delegates arriving in Iqaluit to attend the third annual Inuit Circumpolar Council General Assembly in 1983, the last time the city hosted the event. Among the Canadian delegates at the time was Charlie Watt. During the assembly, he ran for ICC president.
For the sake of unity for our people within the circumpolar regions, I throw my support to Hans Paviat,
but got beat out by Greenland's Hans Pavia Rosing. Watt now jokes it was because of the height difference.
I'm a short guy and he was a tall guy. That was the reason I lost. Yeah, that's how it went.
Watt says things have changed since the last time Iqaluit hosted.
And the North is becoming more sought after. It was less sought back in 1983, and nowadays we watch on TV and radio the world becoming more unhinged. That is how it is, and the wars keep happening.
Kathy Tautungi was also there in 1983.
From the rib of the men, we have to be helpers, not from the feet to be stepped upon.
Decades later, Tautungi is still frustrated at the lack of woman representation at the time.
It was very noticeable. All of the Arctic regions has less women involved. So I said, yes, men are the head, but we, the women, are the neck. We have to be able to decide with our men what's in future for Nunavut and the Arctic.
In 2026, 3 out of the 5 ICC presidents and chair are female. Tautungi says there were also discussions to develop a common writing system and safeguard Inuktitut, which is still a concern today.
The Inuit know we have a similar language, similar culture, similar livelihood, hunting and gathering. But at the same time, we're losing our language. That was the discussion, and I hope in 2026, some resolution will go forth so we can safeguard our language and make sure younger generation do not forget it.
She hopes climate change, cost of living, and language preservation will be discussed at the upcoming ICC meeting. The meeting will be 6 sessions covering everything from Inuit rights to language and economic development. A new Canadian ICC president will be named, as well as a chair overseeing the Council of 4 Inuit regions. Preliminary meetings start here in Iqaluit tomorrow. Bianca McEwen, CBC News, Iqaluit.
Back to the Innu Nation, where a floating classroom and science lab has been sailing through the nation's marine zones this summer. It's carrying a crew full of Innu youth, scientists, educators, and more. It's all part of an annual Innu Nation expedition. The CBC's Andrea Maguire takes us there.
About 24 Innu youth spent some of their summer at sea this year, traveling aboard Innu Nation's Winnipeg expedition. Today, the research vessel is sailing into the Akami-Wabush Kakasuak Mealy Mountains National Park Reserve, docking near a beach known as Amishkashibis in Innu-Amun, or Swallow Harbor in English. Innu elders and youth had set up camp on the beach alongside Parks Canada staff and kept busy fishing, canoeing, and making traditional Innu sand bread. Before long, the Innu youth taking part in the expedition arrived, crossing over in smaller Zodiac boats from the main research vessel, the Polar Athena.
It's really an opportunity for Innu Nation to travel through their marine zones with elders and youth, together with teams of researchers and scientists. It's a real amazing partnership between the Innu Nation, Students on Ice, DFO, the Canadian Museum of Nature, the Marine Institute. It was kind of born out of this desire to establish those relationships and try to build that trust and understanding.
The Winnipeg expedition lasts about 2.5 weeks, journeying between Shahajit and Natwashish in a mission bridging ocean science and education.
This morning we talked a lot about how this expedition can help you to learn about all of these different things and careers and just wonderful ways that you can protect your land and preserve your culture.
An archaeology workshop took place during today's stop at the beach.
The one that we're doing here today is digging some test pits, which is part of looking for archaeology sites.
Innu Nation cultural guardian Jody Asheny taught youth how to paint traditional Innu designs on caribou coats, an experienced 18-year-old Hayden Gregoire said he loved.
Jody told me a few things about these little wood tools that the ancestors used to use, and apparently they stopped using them around 100 years ago, and it's only recently that they started getting used again. I found that so interesting.
Gregoire is focusing on ocean science during the expedition.
I've been really loving it so far. I learn like 5 different things every day.
26-year-old Kayla Jourdain is an apprentice in media and storytelling on the expedition, returning for her 2nd year.
There's a lot of people here with a lot of knowledge, and you can just go talk to them and they'll tell you anything you want to know.
We had a lot of ceremonies here in this area, and that's why Innu people are very, very protective of this area. There's a lot of artifacts, there are burial sites. Innu people, we've been very quiet and very isolated in regards to sharing our information, sharing our culture, sharing our principles. But I think we are now in that day and age where we have no choice but to share it, because we want to protect our history, we want to protect our culture, we want to protect the environment.
After swimming and canoeing the day away and dining on a traditional meal of caribou, rabbit, salmon, and sand bread, the Winnipeg expedition continued on from the Akami-Wabush Kakasuak Mealy Mountains National Park Reserve, gradually continuing north towards Natwashish.
Thanks to Andrea Maguire for that story. Youth in Iqaluit are also learning what it means to be a scientist this week. They're taking part in science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM, youth camps. They're run by the charitable organization Actua. The instructor hopes participants can see a future in science, regardless of where they live.
So engaging youth in science and STEM learning is super important. To see youth as innovators in the next generation of science and STEM professionals, and also important to see themselves in these areas that are needed in their community.
Participants started the week with a favorite experiment. They wrote down their goals for the camp, then put them in rockets and launched them into the sky using vinegar and baking soda. The youth also got to hear from community leader Solomon Ava. He says it took him years to realize he's a natural scientist.
As Inuit, we are researchers. We know about our animals, we know about the weather and how it changes. We can predict the weather because we live up here and need to know our environment.
Ava says it's important to invest in today's youth as they will become Nunavut's future leaders. And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, go to cbc.ca/north. We leave you tonight with this video sent to us of a caribou herd arriving near Akviat, Nunavut this weekend. Many youth harvested their first caribou, which were shared with the community as a rite of passage. Thank you for watching. I'm Megan Roberts. Have a good night.